It's 2.06.
2.07 without the bag.
So how long is
2.0.
That was Hunter Biden there, filming himself. The video was one of the few pieces of content that the image board website 4chan claims to have hacked from the president's son's iCloud account. A Twitter user under the name of NJ Gloper posted the video of Hunter. It sees him filming himself with a cigarette in his mouth. He then flips the camera to film the scales in front of him. As you'd expect, the video has been making the rounds since it was put up. Donald Trump Jr. reposted the video from Benny Johnson's Twitter page and wrote, "Imagine the things he decided may be a bit too much for film. Also imagine the coverage if this was me." Ian Hayworth tweeted, "The smartest man Joe Biden knows videotapes himself weighing crack." Caleb Hull wrote, "You have to be a super weird person to even film this in the first place." Benny Johnson also reposted the video and included a clip of Joe Biden from the archives in 1991 discussing his tough thoughts on crack users.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, 1/4 of $1, we passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation. You get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice. Now,
This video is just another example of incriminating and scandalous things to come from Hunter Biden's laptop from hell. It has quite literally plagued the Democrat Party since the contents were leaked in October 2020, right before the federal election. While it was dismissed as Russian disinformation at first, when the New York Times verified some of the emails earlier this year, the content started to be taken seriously. Late last week, The Sun revealed exclusive text messages from Hunter that saw him speak pretty horrifically about his stepmom. In a text to his late brother Beau's wife Hallie, who Hunter actually had a romantic relationship with after his death, he calls his stepmom Jill Biden a selfish, silly, entitled expletive. Around Christmas time in 2018, he also swore at Jill as the now First Lady attempted to get Hunter into rehab for addiction. The Sun also reported that when Hunter proposed teaching in Pennsylvania, Jill Biden said he should be getting sober first, to which Hunter claimed he was smarter than Jill, labelling her a vindictive moron. In a text, he said, "And you do know the drunkest I've ever been is still smarter than you could ever even comprehend. And you're an expletive grammar teacher that wouldn't survive one class in an Ivy graduate program." Followed up by telling Jill, "Let's all agree, I don't like you any more than you like me." But in other text messages, he can be seen being remorseful for his words and apologising to his dad. "Love you, Dad. It's my fault. Mum is right. I overreact and she's only worried about me and I promise to try to be more understanding. I love you. Tell Mum I love her. And I'm sorry I say mean things. I don't mean them." The Bidens have been seen playing happy family as of late, with Hunter even attending the 4th of July celebrations last week. The contents of the president's son's laptop, however, will not go unnoticed, with Republicans who have called for Joe Biden to face questions on his son numerous times, especially for his overseas business dealings.
Well, look at what we have here. A happy, wealthy, translucent family. Now, Hunter filmed himself weighing crack, smoking crack, and looking high and crazy on crack. Now, they wanted to blame this on the Russians. Is Russian misinformation. Okay. So according to Joe Biden, his son should get 5 years in prison, and his wealthy friends and judge friends should not be able to get him out. No exceptions. 5 years, no probation, nothing. The other thing that I found out is Hunter also slept with his late brother's wife. He is a real gem, isn't he? His wife, she spilled all the tea, but yeah, he did end up sleeping with Beau Biden. That was his name. His brother's wife. Disgusting. but he has a sense of importance as a crack addict. He hates his stepmother and he feels she is beneath him. I mean, you heard in the report basically saying, you know, she couldn't teach an Ivy League graduate school. I'm like, really? You have all this? I'm sure he said it with his chest too, as if he is better than she is. He's just another trust fund baby that cannot get his life in order. He's trash. He hated his brother and resented the fact that he knows Bo was his dad's favorite. He wallows in self-pity, and that's why he slept with his late brother's wife. And it's why he's on drugs now. I really don't see him doing anything with his life. He's going to grow up and be a Donald Trump. This is Bo Biden, the son that passed away, and his wife is a disgusting witch to even entertain his brother. That's disgusting to me. Hunter's actions and his behavior just tells the story. He's aggressive to everyone. He's a junkie. He's a drug addict. He needs to be put in prison. If he would go away to prison for those 5 years with no exception, he would come out clean. I mean, he would have no choice but to be clean. But no, they're gonna coddle him until the Narcan can no longer do anything, and then lay him to rest as well. I can tell that, you know, he resents his father. He's not the favorite. He's the fuck up. He's the addict. He's the embarrassment of the family. And he knows it. And he's going to play that role because that's how he has always gotten attention. That's the way he gets his attention. And he resented his brother for the path that his brother chose to take, and the fact that the father really liked the path that his brother Bo was on, and he resented his brother. That's why he would sleep with the wife. Yeah, it's a lot going on in this family. I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear all of the conversations that go on when they're all together, because this whole he's remorseful, that's just for the cameras. He's not. I bet you they cuss and yell and scream. It's all types of names being thrown around. They probably call him a crack addict, a junkie. Do you see how ironic this is, though? Do you see how ironic it is that he did the crime bill, no exception for you N-words, you're going to jail for 5 years. His son is a full embarrassment and a half, and he's a full-blown crack addict. I love it. I love when karma comes around, because she is a cold-hearted bee. For all of my Bible believers, you know, this is a Christian country. I mean, Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible, but let's roll with it. How can Joe Biden lead a country when he cannot even lead his family? His son is on drugs. He's on crack. He's filming himself. That's probably not even half the stuff that was on the computer and that he did, so he could look back and have the memory. He slept with his brother's wife. Oh my God. He slept with the mother of his niece and nephew. Anyway, yet he was entrusted to lead this country. Wow. And again, how can Joe Biden lead a country and he can't even lead his household? How can Joe Biden lead a country and he can't lead a bike or lead his foot up some stairs? This is your typical American family, if you know what I mean. I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.
We love you. Why are you riding a bike? Is it because of petrol prices? Or... Oh! Mr. President, we love you.